Talking about? It's Front Page in This Morning. Get the issue of the day this and every weekday morning at 7:20 a.m. on Front Page. This morning, morning radio the right way. Front Page is brought to you by ABC Electrical for a better choice in the electrical business.
Turn up the heat with Hot Listing, Nationwide 90 FM's new on-air and online classifieds feature. If you have a car for sale, room for rent, or yard sale come up. If you look at work or need stuff. If you provide a service, make it a Hot Listing, Nationwide 90 FM's new on-air and online classified segment. Your listing plays again and again. From morning till evening. You sing it, we play it. You say it once, Jamaica hears it all day, every hour. Contact our sales team now at 876-630-1210 or sales at nationwidenewsnetwork.com. Hot Listings on Nationwide 90 FM, a new revolution in media.
It's that time. And for the third time, it's that time. We're here. Nationwide 90 FM presents the comment section right here at 7 o'clock to 7:30. I'm here with Shalois Michael. I'm Mahiri Stewart.
I mean, you don't say my name.
Yeah, I did say your name already too. Folks, welcome, man. Welcome to another episode. Today is what, Tuesday?
Yeah.
Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026. And
Peace Day.
Yeah, Peace Day. And peace is the center of our discussion. To kick off the show, we're starting with public opinion as always. Shall I take it away?
No, today, March 3, is being observed as Peace Day in Jamaica. It's a time to reflect on the importance of unity, respect, and non-violence in our communities. The day encourages Jamaicans to resolve conflicts peacefully and to promote love over division. So, in public opinion this evening, we're asking you, on a scale of 1 to 5, how peaceful is Jamaica?
How peaceful is Jamaica? All right, what's your answer? We talked about this earlier, man.
Solid 3.
3?
Yeah.
All right, that's not bad. I think, hey, let me tell you something, man. Lived experience versus why I be writing every day.
Yes, that's it, you know.
Two different realities, isn't it? Sometimes I'm writing about some stuff. I'm like, where is all of this stuff taking place? And you even writing the addresses in it. I'm like, the same place I pass all the time on my way here. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, but I think if I'm going off of lived experience, I would low-key say 4. Mm-hmm. The only thing keeping us away from 5 is that, you know, we speak about the extremes of the killings and all that stuff, but some people are just cranky. Some people are just quick for fight for no reason. Quick for argue for no reason, whether it's road rage or just, you know, accidentally brushing stuff. People are a bit too hot-headed.
Yeah, and that's something that I think the government had mentioned that they're definitely going to address, because while, you know, crime is trending downward and so on, this issue, when it relates to interpersonal conflict.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Everything in a fight.
Yeah.
It's a problem. Don Barnett kicks us off, says, very peaceful. Now, a lot of people wishing and praying to be in Jamaica right now. I'm going to just assume you mean 5. Mm-hmm. Kurt Powell says 4.5 compared to what's happening now in the Middle East and where we are coming from a society.
Donald O'Malley says Jamaica is a relatively peaceful place, and he'd give it a 6 out of 10.
Which, if I round it out to a scale of 1 out of 5, would be that's looking like a 3.5.
3.5, yeah. Kian says 5, and God, please let it stay that way in your precious name. Amen.
Nesleen Allen McLean and Patricia Fagan agree. They also say 5. Sean Major Campbell, hello.
Hi.
Father Sean Major Campbell, welcome. This is reasonably a peaceful country. There is no other place on earth that I would rather be. I wouldn't go that far if we talk in peace, man. No, we didn't give it 5 for a reason, Charlotte. I'm sure there's some 5s out there. I'm sure there's some faraway European countries with barely anybody in it that are completely peaceful. Yeah, all right, don't let your national pride cloud you from the question, man. We're asking about peace.
Nadisha says 5.
Snap Twang says 1.5.
Oh, wow.
Shelly.
I wonder where Snap Twang lives.
Right? You in one of them areas, man?
Yeah.
You got Zoso going on?
That Crescent Mine elevator.
Yeah. I mean, you have to ask, man.
Gosh.
Genuinely, and again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier. What we write and what we live are two very different situations. Because, how do I put this? Let's think about a very recent incident, like Cherry, what was it? Cherry Tree Lane?
Cherry Tree Lane?
Right. That was a...
Wasn't that like 3 years ago? 2 years
Two.
ago?
Two. The shooting in Linstead that I had to cover last year with the 2 children that I think were shot and killed in that.
Yes,
You remember,
I remember that?
Exactly. The whole issue with Giovanni Ellis or Rashawn Patterson, all of them things, like it completely depends on a person's lived experience. What is peaceful to me may not be peaceful to somebody else. Some people are living in some areas, some places that they are not allowed to enjoy the same peace as a Mahiri or a Shaloi.
Yeah.
And that is reflecting in the comments.
And then some areas, again, it's similar to what we're saying, where something happens and we're like the residents would be like, this is new, like this has never happened before, and stuff like that.
But then again, even to piggyback off of that, the mere fact that it is a rarity to them just goes to show how peaceful it is on a regular basis, as opposed to when a place that is known for violence has another violent occurrence and people are like, well, it's just how it is, unfortunately.
Another day.
Yeah, man. So Robert Ranger says 3.5. Arlene Kelly says 5. And that rounds out Facebook. So we're going to go over to Instagram.
Call me Seely.
Let's go with
Says
that.
1.
Oh, dear.
Wow.
Unapologetic Lioness says, have you seen what's happening in the rest of the world? Jamaica is very peaceful.
I mean, when you compare it to
Interesting
certain
point.
parts of the world, that is true.
Because here we are comparing certain parts of Jamaica. But if we're talking about Jamaica on a whole, then we can't use just a parish or a town or a little space. We have to talk about the whole country. And how do you determine Jamaica's peacefulness? Do you do it based off of what Jamaica used to be, or whether it used to be less peaceful in the past compared to now? Or do you compare it to other countries? What metric do you use to determine a country's peacefulness? It's a very interesting discussion to be had, because it's a fair point. You look at what's going on in Iran, in Palestine, places where persons are just being relentlessly, weapons dropped on them, children dying. What was it, 20,000 children in Palestine since October 7th? I'm like, can you imagine if so much as 2 or 5 in this country? It'd be insane. But when it happens in other places, because of the culture,
it's like another day for them.
Exactly. And when I say because of the culture, I don't mean that these countries have a culture
of violence.
Exactly. But in terms of things taking place to that magnitude, people have seen it happen so much times that they almost associate places with violence and destruction. And when you compare that to Jamaica, you don't see that level of violence and destruction because of geopolitics. We're not involved in certain situations that would lead to that happening.
Thank God for that.
Indeed, but it just goes to show, man, like if we compare Jamaica to the rest of the world, are we peaceful or not? I mean, if we compare to the rest of the Caribbean, how peaceful is the Caribbean region? How peaceful is a Cuba? How peaceful is a Haiti?
Cuba and Haiti, for example.
Yeah. How peaceful is a Trinidad?
Oh dear.
All those countries in the Lesser Antilles that are experiencing military action with the U.S. trying to take down the narcos between Venezuela and Trinidad.
The alleged narcos, we don't.
you know, I'm going based off of what they're saying, but you get the point, though, right? And we've seen instances of Caribbean nationals, I believe fishermen, being caught in the crossfire. All of that brings back to peace, man.
Peace.
Niceness Grace says, where I live, 5. See that? Where I live.
Where you live.
I pray it stays that way.
Sweet 9293 says, in Jamaica where I live, about 4, and I pray it stays that way.
Where
so
I
similar,
live.
yeah. Where I live.
Preston Bernard 7 says 5. Lovely Bloom K says 5 at home, 3. You see what I'm saying now? You see where I'm going with this? It's all dependent on. There's so many factors that could influence an answer.
Yeah.
This is one of our most interesting pub-ups ever. Because I didn't think I'd
When you gave your answer, what did you base it off?
I base it off my own lived experience, man.
Same.
I've never been robbed. I don't think I've ever been
Same.
a victim of a crime before, or a violent crime, for that matter.
Or in the vicinity, or...
I've never even. That's the thing. I've never even witnessed
Oh
one.
my God, I was in the vicinity once.
Of what happened? How long ago was this?
That was, I think, 2021.
Okay.
So it wasn't. I wasn't at Nationwide. I was somewhere else.
Right.
And we were downtown covering something,
Mm-hmm.
and 2 men just walked by, and it was pandemic wise. So they had on the mask, and you put them
Right.
past, and it seemed like nothing. They were in the balaclava, and they walked past, and them shoot up somebody
Right in front of you.
right in front of me.
It's crazy.
And like
man.
everyone in the market like kind of scattered, and
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I've never witnessed any form of violent crime ever, and I think again, it's all based off of someone's lived experience.
Yeah.
Because see how you saw that happen in front of you, and what did you say earlier? 4,
I said 3.
3, exactly. I feel like that played a role in
But
it.
the thing is,
didn't it?
I didn't even remember about that until now.
And that's what I'm saying. This is one of our most interesting pub-ups
True.
ever, because look at all the things we have to be thinking about
Yeah.
to come to these answers. Daniel Alpha says -1.
Oh, no,
Where
Daniel.
are you from, bro? Or are you speaking again? Maybe he's not even from a dangerous area.
Yeah.
Maybe he's seeing things happen in other areas and be like, if this is happening in the same country in
Yeah.
which I live in, then it cannot be peaceful. Fair enough. We keep going. Women level up.
Are we on Facebook now?
No, we're still on. We're on Instagram. We did Facebook already.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Women level up says 5 in my area. Fyodor Peterson says potholes alone put the stress
Oh,
level
dear.
in this country at 10, much less the other issues. All right, man. So that's what we have so far on the social media. But yeah,
Oh my God, news commentator is saying that he got robbed.
she.
I keep mixing up the genders. I'm so sorry, news commentator. That she got robbed in downtown Kingston. They took her purse. Oh dear.
Freda downtown, you know.
You
We should-
are?
You know this. Listen, man. It's not a place to be. It's too crowded. That's the thing. Parade is. There's so many people in Parade, man. It just makes me. It freaks me out. I can't walk through Parade when I'm coming here, man. I can't do it. Alex Smith says from 1 to 5, country area 4.9, Kingston 2.1, Jamaica
dear.
on a whole 3. But trust me, hypocrite, lie, envy, rudeness, and carelessness overshadowed all the positive. One fruit spoil all. You see that? He had to section up the country.
Yeah.
He had to section up the country. I tell you what, man. I can't understand why some
News
people.
commentator also said 3 is the score
Fair enough.
that she'd give. I am winning right now, says 4.
Albert Richards says I give it 4 as well.
So we're getting some solid 3, 4, and a couple of 5s.
I feel like on a whole, person think we have a peaceful country.
Yeah.
And that's good, man.
That's good.
We need to play our part in keeping it that way. So now we're gonna cut to a break, and then when we come back, we're gonna find out what's cooking on them socials.
On October 28, 2025, Hurricane Melissa devastated Jamaica. But your government is mobilizing, reaching every community, delivering relief, and rebuilding together. The time by the Office of the Prime Minister is
15 minutes after 7.
Every great project starts at Creative Building Finishes, Jamaica's only choice for the best tiles, best bathrooms, and best kitchens. Whether you're designing, building, renovating, or selecting materials for your next project, we offer exceptional quality, standout designs, and expert guidance you can trust. Visit our showroom in Kingston or Draxall, or explore full range online at www.creativebuildingfinishes.com. Creative Building Finishes, your beautiful finish begins here.
So some of you have been listening longer than I've been talking on radio, so this is our way of keeping it strong together. Join the nationwide 90 FM Family Club on Patreon and stay with us.
Welcome back to the comments section. I'm Shaloy.
And I'm Mahiri.
And now we're going to see what's cooking on the socials.
Indeed we are. Now, if you were tuned in last night, you know I gave a little precursor to this. But we're going back to Lost in Time. We're going back in time to Lost in Time, because Lost in Time, there was an online debate going on about the festival. Not because of the performers, not because of the sets and any of that stuff, but the issue of smoking, specifically smoking in public areas. There has been quite a debate going on X specifically, because this is where I've been seeing it, with, it seems as though, two groups of persons. There's one group saying, listen, man, people should be allowed to smoke as much weed as they want. It's a festival, everyone's there to have fun. Rastafarians are there performing, there are Rastafarians in attendance, and they should be allowed to express their right to do that.
Yes.
And then there's the other group saying, listen, man, I'm not trying to smell any of that weed that you're puffing. This is a crowded area, and some of us not trying to smell that weed smoke, bro. Go somewhere else with that. And the two of them are going at it right now. And I think it is a very interesting discussion.
Here's my 2 cents.
Right.
It's fine if you want to smoke. You know, you have a right, you wanted that, sure. But for the rest of us non-smokers,
right,
we also have a right to
not want
clean
to
air,
smell that.
fresh air. We don't want to inhale that.
And this is this is why there's a debate, because who has the bigger right?
The non-smokers.
Ooh.
Okay.
And that's
because again, we're not bashing you for smoking. You can smoke all you want.
Yeah.
But time and place.
Ooh, but and the smokers do think they have the perfect time and again, and okay, so this is an interesting discussion because neither of us smoke, obviously.
Right.
So.
Wait, how you know something that smoke on the side?
Do you?
I don't. But
exactly.
Sure.
Exactly. But we are obviously gonna be on the. We'll see life from the perspective of the non-smokers who aren't trying to smell that. And I was telling you that
I don't like smelling it. No, that's my
exactly.
thing.
I'm not trying to smell. I don't even like smelling vape, much less weed, much less cigarettes.
Vape kind of have one nice little.
Yeah, but it kind of gets annoying after you keep smelling it over and over. So if it's like one whiff, it's like whatever. But if it's just that constantly, it's just like I actually can't stand it. But we have to look at it from the perspective of non-smokers because we aren't. The persons who are smoking are already used to the smell, the smoke, and the environment that they're creating by virtue of smoking. But for me, this debate brought me back. I told you all yesterday that I went to a Chronixx the first Chronixx concert I went to was in 2015 at Manchester High. Yeah, it wasn't put on by Manchester. I was held there, and I need to specify that so people don't think students were there inhaling ganja smoke. But when that concert was going on, a 14-year-old Mahiri Stewart in the crowd was inhaling all kinds of fumes and all kinds of smoke because there were a lot of Rastafarians there smoking and selling weed. They were selling weed at Lost in Time too.
Oh, wow.
Yes, there was a man in front of me selling the high grade and he was showing off the different. I was like, whoa. They really let go the restrictions on this thing. But before we came out here, we're speaking to Saeed. You just listened to Saeed on N5 a while ago. But we were asking him, and he pointed us to legislation that governs smoking in public spaces. But that legislation speaks on tobacco.
And not
marijuana. I think he was explaining to us, and don't quote me on this because we didn't finalize everything. We're just having a discussion. But I think he said that marijuana had already been outlawed, hence it wasn't in the legislation that concerned smoking because it was already outlawed. So you wouldn't have been doing it anyways. So there'd have been no need to regulate it.
Some updating need for going.
Right, but now that marijuana is as usable in public as it is now, should there be a limit? The same way there is on cigarettes and tobacco.
I think so.
And I agree with you. And I tell you what, man.
Some updating need for go on the legislation.
Because Shallow not trying to smell y'all weed. She not trying to smell that weed smoke. Very interesting discussion. Just like the one we're about to have now. We're switching
Before you
it up.
transition, I'm seeing a comment from news commentator saying, I wouldn't like that at all. What about the asthmatic and those with sinusitis?
And the problem is, the smokers who are talking from their perspective, they're bringing up the fact that it's Rastafarian culture and all that stuff. And someone pointed out that Lost in Time is not a Rastafarian. It's a reggae, but it's not a Rastafarian event, quote unquote. It's a lot of Rastas went there because they're Rastafarians. Exactly. So it's an interesting debate, and honestly, it's one of those things where you don't think about. It's one of the things you don't really think about deeply as we do until it becomes public discussion. Because I didn't know anything about those laws. I didn't know that.
Same.
But anyways, folks, we're going to switch gears now. We're going to shift gears now and talk about another incident that had been trending, cooking on the socials even, regarding former MP for East Portland, Anne-Marie Vaz. So, Anne-Marie Vaz, well, you'd be able to tell the story better than me, I think. What happened? It was her daughter was giving birth in a foreign hospital. She posted the video to her social media. And another conflict broke out. There's a group of Jamaicans saying, hey, ain't it funny how she had to go all the way to foreign to have the child? Why couldn't she have it here? Is this an indication that something is wrong with local healthcare? As a matter of fact, we have a TikTok video that kind of explains that side of it perfectly. Let's have a listen.
I love Anne-Marie Vaz, but that video of her posting her daughter giving birth in the United States is actually very out of touch. It's very distasteful. And I don't think it should have been posted. Daryl Vaz is a senior member of the Jamaica Labour Party. She was also the former MP of somewhere in Portland, and she was also seeking re-election last election cycle. And the fact that you don't trust the Jamaica healthcare system for your own child to give birth, to bring your grandchild, not even necessarily to go have the baby in rural Portland, but if at least Andrews, I think it says a lot. It's very, it's you're asking your constituents to give you their vote, and at the same time, the hospital that they go to, or the hospitals available to them, are not. You don't trust them. You.
So
I think it's become a sore point because it's the same time we're talking about the declining birth rate.
Right, but it's not even. I don't think it's the birth rate.
But
I just think
it's the overseas thing as well. The fact that.
Here's my thing. I don't like the assumptions that are I don't like the conclusions that are being jumped to, because I don't even think there's a single word said in the video. I don't recall Anne-Marie Vaz or Anne-Marie Vaz's daughter coming on and saying, yeah, by the way, we're doing this abroad because we don't trust local healthcare.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's the conclusion you want to jump to, then in your own head, fair enough. But it's another thing to blatantly say they're doing this because they don't trust local healthcare. And yes, there is a debate that can be had about the efficiency of local healthcare. I mean, I think if you were to ask these same persons, hey, if you could have your child in Jamaica,
I had the money, I'm going.
Exactly, that's my point.
Sorry.
And that's fair enough. But my point is, if the consensus is that local healthcare is not that good, Anne-Marie Vaz was never a minister of health. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, if you agree that healthcare is bad here, and you jump to the conclusion that she agrees and that's why she made her move, are you mad at her or are you mad at local healthcare? What you get what I'm saying?
I didn't think of it like that, but yeah.
Are you mad at Anne-Marie Vaz or are you mad at local healthcare? Because you are on the internet agreeing that local healthcare is not that good, yet you chastise somebody for taking
traveling
extra steps to get what you believe is better healthcare. So it's like, who are you really mad at?
I think It's just a personal family decision. I don't think it should have been
it's
as
just
big a debate, a topic that it is now.
Yeah, because again,
And I heard the daughter lives overseas. I'm not sure how.
Yeah, I mean, and again, these are all things that I cannot confirm, and the persons who are commenting it, I don't know if they can confirm it either. So I don't like the conclusions being jumped to in this situation, but I do see the overall point that is being made, and I do understand that this is a bigger discussion. But I think if you're going to have a proper discussion about this, you kind of need to take Anne-Marie Vaz and the Vaz family out. And just have the discussion itself.
I'm seeing something on our YouTube from Tamara Brown. She's saying it's not about the hospital, it's about the citizens' status. Ordinary Jamaicans go overseas to have their kids too. Exactly. So it goes back to what we were saying earlier. It's not just about her being a politician and all that.
Yeah.
It's ordinary Jamaicans.
It's not even Anne-Marie Vaz, baby.
Yeah.
Y'all just bring...
It's her grandchild.
You only said Anne-Marie Vaz because you know Anne-Marie Vaz. You don't know Anne-Marie Vaz's daughter. So we jump into conclusions about the daughter's life. We don't know if the daughter's a citizen of the U.S. or if the baby's father is a U.S. citizen. We don't know none of this stuff. So we can't be jumping to conclusions. Again, if we're going to have this discussion, do you take the Vaz family out and we just talk about what we actually know, which is healthcare in Jamaica versus healthcare abroad. I don't think we're going to say America. Healthcare abroad.
Overseas.
So that's our thoughts. Those are our thoughts. So let's cut to a break now, shall we? Catch you back on the comment section after these messages.
Hey my peeps, get this on the regular. Your HIV status if you consider. The least of a test once a year. Just 15 minutes and your status clear. Cause it might not show up on your timeline and you learn too late so you're out of time. A progressive future, mandatory. Real long life, our story. You hear?
Remember, update your status in a real life. Do a HIV test today.
Just 15 minutes and your status clear. Real long life, our story. Real long life was a youth coming from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Welcome back to the comment section. We're wrapping up here and it's time for our comment of the day. So I'm gonna use my comment of the day to big up Alex Smith, who says happy so-called peace day.
Oh no.
Very nuanced comment that kind of encapsulates the whole discussion we had.
Yes.
Because whether or not you believe you live in a peaceful country is dependent on many factors, and that's what we were talking about earlier. So when he says so-called peace day, I was like, yeah, that actually wraps up everything we were trying to say earlier.
My comment of the day is also similar to yours. It's from Kurt Powell, and Kurt says 4.5 compared to what's happening now in the Middle East and where we are coming from as a society.
Yeah, man.
So he's looking at it from the international perspective and historically.
Right.
So, yeah.
And let me tell you something, man. This is one of them comment sections where I was telling Charlotte after the break, like some of the stuff we talked about today, even in all our pre-production discussions, we didn't clock half of the stuff until we started talking to you guys and listening to your points of view. And that's why the comment section is such a beautiful show. But all beautiful things must come to an end. So before we skedaddle, we're going to say thank you to Sonia.
Our producer.
Sonia's not here, but she's here in spirit. I know she's tuned in. Yeah. Gotcha. Sonia, thank you, as always, for producing. She wasn't here today, but she normally is. Andrew Glenn Anderson, our technical engineer. And Demar Williams was our videographer today. Well, not our videographer, but...
video editor.
Our video editor. A videographer came to mind because of earlier. Thank you all for tuning into the comments section here on Nationwide 90 FM. Take us away, Alton Ellis. See y'all tomorrow.
You got to do it just like Uncle Freddy. If you don't know, just shake your head, rock your body line, shake your shoulders, everything in time and sing. Oh, 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 oh.
If you love the the vibes, the laughs, and the real talk? Then you're one of us. Don't just listen, belong. Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club on Patreon.